everyone, my name is Keishly and today I'm going to discuss about the arithmetic sequence. Take a look at the following sequence. So, what pattern did you observe in the following sequence? At the very first sequence, we have 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, a term is obtained by adding 2. So, as the first number, we have 2. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 6 plus 2 is 8. At the second sequence, we have 3, 6, 12, and 24. A term is obtained by multiplying by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. At the third sequence, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. A term is obtained by adding 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So, what is arithmetic sequence?
A sequence in which term after the first is formed by adding a fixed number to the preceding term is called arithmetic sequence. The fixed number or constant is called the common difference denoted by D.
Take a look at the example. We have 4 apples, 11 oranges, 18 apples, and 25 oranges. To get the fixed number, we can subtract preceding term to previous term. The fixed number is also known as common difference. 11 minus 4 is 7. 18 minus 11 is 7. 25 minus 18 is 7. The common difference is denoted by the symbol of letter D. What if your teacher asks, what is the 11th term of the arithmetic sequence? Let's take a look at the formula. We have an is equals to a of 1 plus n minus 1 d. An is denoted as the last term. A of 1 is denoted as the first term. N is the number of terms, while d is the common difference. In this case, we're finding the 11th term. Next one is the first term, which is 4, plus the number of terms, which is 11, minus 1, and the common difference is 7. So, the next step is that we're going to subtract the number of terms to 1. So, 11 minus 1 is 10. It will gonna be 4 plus 10 times 7. Then, we're gonna multiply the sum of number of terms to the common difference. So it will gonna be 4 plus 70. And then 4 plus 70 is 74. And the 74 is the 11th term.
Hi, Dayzee Sergote here. Let's talk about arithmetic series. So, do you have an idea what arithmetic series is? So, arithmetic series is the sum of an arithmetic sequence. The formula for an arithmetic series: S equals n over 2 multiplied by a1 plus an, or sum equals number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term. Now let's have an example. Find the sums of all multiple of 6 from 1 to 250. So let's just follow the formula. S equals n over 2 multiplied by a1 plus an, which is the number of terms is 41, the first term is 6, and the last term is 246. So let us just divide 41 by 2 and add 6 plus 246. So to add, 246 plus 6 is equals to 252. And as you can see, 252 is the one being divided by 2. You may ask why. It is because 41 divided by 2 is hindi pwede. Parang kayo, hindi pwede. Hala, joke lang, uy. So, it's gonna be 252 divided by 2 multiplied by 41, which is going to be 126 multiplied by 41, and is going to be 5,166. If you are wondering how this was the final answer, well, tingnan mo na lang yung explanation na ginawa ko sa unahan. Mahirap po mag-explain. And arithmetic sequence is just easy, especially if there are already numbers given. Now let's move on to the next example. Find the sum of all multiples of 4 between 324 and 1032. First is to find the n, or the number of terms. So to find the number of terms, you have to subtract the last term and the first term, which is going to be 1032 minus 324 divided with the common difference or multiples, which is 4 and additional 1. So 1032 minus 324 is 708, and divided with 4, which is going to be 177, and add 1, which is going to be 178. Now that we have 178 as our number of terms, we'll now move on in finding the sum, which is going to be number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by first term plus the last term. Now that we consider 178 as our last term, we have to divide it to 2, which is going to be 89, and 324 plus 1032 is 1356. So let us just multiply 89 by 1356 and we'll have our sum. Now 89 multiplied by 1356 is equals to 120,684, which is our sum. So now, do you understand the lesson? So this is all about the arithmetic series, which is just so easy as long as you understand the equation and you understand what to do in solving the formula. Para lang naman yung pag-intindi mo sa jowa mo na minsan wala namang pake sa'yo. Like, madali mo siyang masasolve. It's easier to solve kapag naiintindihan mo yung problem or the given. Now that it ended well, I hope you can solve and understand arithmetic series anytime.
What's up, guys? I'm Miguel. Kish and Dayzee already discussed arithmetic sequence and arithmetic series. Now, I will discuss the geometric sequence. But, what is geometric sequence? A geometric sequence is an ordered set of numbers progressed by multiplying or dividing each term by a common ratio. So here are the examples of geometric sequence. Number 1, sequence 3, 6, 12, and 24. Number 2, sequence 4, negative 12, 36, and negative 108. Number 3, sequence 1/5, 1/10, 1/20, and 1/40. Number 4, sequence 5, 25, 125, and 625. And lastly, number 5, sequence 2, 4, 8, and 16. So how we solve geometric sequence? So this is the formula of geometry sequence. AN equals A1 times R exponent n minus 1, where AN is the last term, A1 is the first term, R is the common ratio, and n is the number of terms. So here's the first problem or sequence that we based that on those examples that we showed you before. So which is the sequence 3, 6, 12, and 24. So find the A6 of the sequence. But before that, we will get the common ratio of the sequence. So, how we will get the common ratio of geometry sequence? So here is R or common ratio equals the second term divided by the first term, or R equals A2 divided by A1. So, R equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. So, common ratio of this sequence is 2. So, look out for the solution of this sequence. So, the last term equals the first term multiplied by the common ratio, exponent, and minus 1. So, the sixth term equals 3 times 2 raised to the fourth power minus 1. So, equals 3 times 2 raised to the fifth power equals 3 times 32. So, the sixth term of this sequence is 96. So, the next problem is find A10 of the geometric sequence 4, negative 12, 36, and negative 108. Again, unang-una, kukunin na muna po natin ang common ratio ng sequence na ito, which is yung formula ay R equals the second term divided by the first term. Negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. So the common ratio of this sequence is negative 3. So let's proceed to the solution. So we will use the geometry sequence formula. So the 10th term equals 4 times 3 raised to the 10th power minus 1. So it will be 4 times 3 raised to the 9th power because 10 minus 1 equals 9. Equals 4 times negative 19,683. Why? Because negative 3 to raise to the 9th power is equal to negative 19,683. So the 10th term of this sequence is negative 78,732. Next, number 3. Find A8 of the geometry sequence 1/5, 1/10, 1/20, and 1/48. So, to get the common ratio of the sequence, R equals the second term divided by first term. So, equals 1/10 divided by 1/5. So, how we will divide this? We will use the reciprocal. So, 1/10 times 5/1. Bakit naging 5/1? Kasi binaliktad po natin siya using the reciprocal. 1 times 5 equals 5, and 10 times 1 equals 10. Paano naging 5/10? Both numerator and denominator, ita-times po yan. Then, 5/10, both are divisible by 5. So, the lowest term or the common ratio of this sequence is 1/2. Ito na. So, gagamit ulit tayo ng geometry sequence. As always na yan, expected na yan. So, the 8th term equals 1/5 times 1/2 raised to the 8th power minus 1 equals 1/5 times 1/2 raised to the 7th power. Because 8 minus 1 equals 7. The 7th root of 1/2 is 1 over 128. So, 1/5 times 1 over 128 is 640 over 640. So the 8th term of this sequence is 1 over 640. The next item will be the problem. I will read the problem. Maria is the oldest of her siblings. She is a high school student. During weekdays, she saved 5 pesos in her piggy bank when she has extra money. She already earned 25 pesos in 1 week, and it will double the amount that she earned after few weeks. Then after 2 weeks, Maria's total savings in her piggy bank were 50 pesos. So what is the possible amount of money Maria will earn after 11 weeks? So the given are, the first term is 25, the second term is the 50, and the number of terms is 11. So the common ratio of this problem or situation is 2. Because 50 divided by 25 is 2. Because in the formula, R equals the second term divided by the first term. Finally, let's proceed to the solution. So we will use the formula of geometry sequence. The 11th term equals 25 times 2 raised to the 11th power minus 1 equals
25 times 2 raised to the 10th power because 11 minus 1 is equal to 10 equals 25 times 1024. Why? Because the root of 2 raised to the 10th power is 1024. So the 11th term of this sequence is 25,600.
Geometric series is the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence. S equals a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r, where r is not equal to 1. Examples of a geometric series. Number 1. Find the sum of the first 9 terms of the sequence 1, 3, 9, and 27. Number 2. Find the a sub 11 of the geometric sequence 3, 6, 12, and 24. Number 3. Find the sum of the first 7 terms of the sequence 2, negative 6, 18, and negative 54. Number 4. Find the sum of the first 9 terms of a geometric sequence given the first term is 1 and the second term is 4. Number 5. Find the sum of the first 13 terms of a geometric sequence given the first term is 4 and the second term is negative 12. In solving, we should first find the a sub 1, common ratio, and the n term. Number 1. Find the sum of the first 9 terms of the sequence 1, 3, 9, and 27. The a sub 1 is 1, the common ratio is 3, the n term is 9. S equals 1 times 1 minus 3 raised to 9 over 1 minus 3 is equals to 1 times 1 minus 19,683 over negative 2 equals 1 times negative 19,682 over negative 2. The final answer is 9,841. Number 2. Find the a sub 11 of the geometric sequence 3, 6, 12, and 24. The a sub 1 is 3, the common ratio is 2, the n term is 11. S is equals to 3 times 1 minus 2 raised to 11 over 1 minus 2 equals 3 times 1 minus 2048 over 1 minus 2 is equals to 3 times negative 2047 over negative 1 equals 3 times 2047. The final answer is 6,141. Number 3. Find the sum of the first 7 terms of the sequence 2, negative 6, 18, and negative 54. The a sub 1 is 2, the common ratio is negative 3, the n term is 7. S equals 2 times 1 plus 3 raised to 7 over 1 plus 3 is equals to 2 times 1 minus 2,187 over 4 equals 2 times 546.5 is equals to the final answer 1093. Number 4. Find the sum of the first 9 terms of a geometric sequence given the first term is 1 and the second term is 4. The a sub 1 is 1, the common ratio is 4, the n term is 9. S equals 1 times 1 minus 4 raised to 9 over 1 minus 4 is equals to 1 times 1 minus 262,144 over 1 minus 4 equals 1 times negative 262,143 over negative 3 is equals to 1 times 87,831. The final answer is 87,831. Number 5. Find the sum of the first 13 terms of a geometric sequence given the first term is 4 and the second term is negative 12. The a sub 1 is 4, the common ratio is negative 3, the n term is 13. S equals 4 times 1 plus 3 raised to 13 over 1 plus 3 is equals to 4 times 1 minus 1,594,323 over 1 plus 3 is equals to 4 times negative 1,594,323 over 4. The final answer is negative 1,594,323.
So maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Sana itong video ay nakatulong po sa inyo. Pag-aralan po ito. So huwag kalimutang mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel, which is Bigel Fuerte. At huwag magkalimutang ipindot ang notification bell para sa bagong videos na i-release namin po. Yan lamang po. Salamat po.